Hey, how's everyone doing? Today we're working on the C4 Corvette, and we're going to lower the seats on it. At least the driver's side for right now. I'm just testing out the waters on how to do it. I'm not a fabricator, so I'm just trying to figure it out. But so far, I got the seat out of the car. I took it home to my house. The car's at my other garage. Took the seat out, and we made some frame rails for it. And basically, this is they're gonna go like this, and this is them. Let's see. I had to go fabricate this whole thing here, so I had to weld them up myself with my welder right there. They use flux core weld wire on it, so that's why you see a lot of spittle here. But no big deal. It's going underneath the seat. Basically, what I did was I got a place local here in Connecticut called Logan Steel, and they sell scrap bits of metal. So for 20 bucks, I got everything I need, plus have extra over here. These little suckers worked out just right. This I never use. I just saw some bent up brackets. I grabbed them for the hell of it. And all this for 20 bucks. Not bad at all. Started off, this is the back. That's the front. And if you look at this, we're trying to replicate this. Like this would be where the front of the seat goes. This is where the rear of the seat would be. But now we're slammed down all the way onto the ground. I used one of these. Pretty much just welded it on there. Drilled a hole in it so the bolt will fit. That you have threaded studs sticking out of the floor. So these are going to connect to the factory studded threaded studs on the floor of the Corvette. Used a what do you call it? A hole saw kit. Opened up a hole here so I could just put the bolt in. It's 13 millimeter. Same with back here. And that's going to bolt on there. Now the chair itself, this chair, has 4 bolts on there, and here, and here, and here. And that's going to bolt onto these new frame rails. And I noticed I have about at least 4-inch drop in the seat. So I already was up there in Shelton there, and I test fitted these before I finally did the final welds on everything here. And I slapped the seat in. Oh, it's perfect now. It's just the way I like it. Yeah, so we're gonna head up to up there. We're gonna go install this seat, put it all back together, and yeah, we should be good. Hopefully everything bolts together nicely. Like this section right here, I just cut one of these in half, and I welded them on each half on each side. I made sure I put a little through hole so I know where the bolt comes up from the seat of the when I marked off the seat onto this piece thing, I put it through there, and I lined up this bolt with that, so that's how I know how to position this piece here. Same on both. Yeah, this is I think it's 1/16 steel, and believe it or not, you probably could put 3/16 steel in the car if you wanted to. I wasn't sure on the thickness I can go, so I got with what I thought was the safest of the thinness I could get. But you can actually go thicker I mean. There's plenty of room on the studs on the car. So yeah, there we go. So I'm going to collect all this stuff. We're going to load everything up, go back to the car up in Shelton, and we'll get this done. So we'll see you there, and it'll be a second for you guys. Bye. All right, that was a second for you guys. It's been about 2 hours for me to finally get up here. So yeah, we're unloaded. We're ready to go. I have the brackets right here. And we're pretty much just going to throw them in. Let's get a flashlight, then you can see a little bit better. There we go. Alright, so we have one right there. One over here. One over here. And one over here. So let's get these installed and we'll go from there. Let me go get a better light. Something that's not washing everything out. But it's pretty straightforward. So hold on one second. Alright, we're back here. So let's get these all lined up here. We'll keep this like that. Power seat controls. I don't even know what this does. Maybe from the seatbelt or something? Yeah. Who knows? It's in there now. So it's pretty much straightforward. This just goes in there. And that goes there. Get this one back there. And there we are. I just have to bolt it down. We're good to go. Yeah, this makes it easier. Drilling these access holes. It's a 13mm bolt, so that makes it nice. And otherwise you're gonna sit there struggling with a wrench trying to get in there. So let me tighten these all up and then we'll get to the seat part, which is over here. I gotta get that all cleaned up and everything. And yeah, we'll go from there. So let me bolt this all down. Bye-bye. All right, I'm back. I have the seat in here, test fitting it. Now the front two line up pretty good. The back one, I probably should have used longer bolts, but we'll be okay there. This one I'm off just a little. The bolt's right about here. So I gotta hog that out just a little bit. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna hog this one over just a little bit too on this side. So maybe I can get this seat to move over just a little. Because if you look over here, we're right, let's see if I get the light. The seat's right against this side of the car, the carpet here. So if I can get like a 1/16, an eighth of an inch, I think I'll be okay. So that's where we're at right now. So let me just pop this thing back out. Let me open up these holes just a little bit. I got plenty of washers I brought with me, so we should be fine there. And yeah, let's take a look at it. Let's see if we can make this fit a little bit better. So hold on. All right, I'm back. Brainstorming what to do here. The two front ones are great. That back one's okay. This one, it's just too short. And the seat's even. I put a level across the front here, and so we're nice and even here, so I don't want to screw that up. The only thing I could think of doing right now on a Saturday afternoon is I'm going to go get I gotta go back to my house. Where are the nuts for these? I had them somewhere here. Okay, here goes the nut. I'm gonna weld two of them together. Then put a washer on top and then one more nut on top, and that should give me the depth. Unless I have one of those they're a little bit long for like I don't forget what they're called, but it's if you got threaded rod you could screw it into one side and through it into the other side, and you can do that too. I don't think I have any, and I really don't feel like going to all the different stores to go find one. So what I'm going to do is head home, weld a few of these together, and then yeah, it should be deep enough to go in there. I'm going to have to hog out the hole a little bit wider. Just a little bit. And that washer should cover the bigger part of the hole. I got plenty of room on both sides, front and back and everything. Yeah, so bottom line is when you're doing these two back studs, I screwed up. You have to make them probably twice the size that I put on here. And then once you have it tightened down, you can just grind the top of it off with a grinding wheel or something like that. So let me head home. Let me see what I can dig up here, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, bye-bye. Alright, we're back. I made a bolt for this. Just so you guys know, this is the people that don't have the experience with this. This was a drill bit I was using to open up the seat, the holes for the bolts. That right there, that thing works great for it. But anyways, I went home. I got 4 nuts the correct size, welded them together with a washer, and now we're good. Let's see. So this is it. Right there. That's all welded together. Then I painted it. It's just 4 bolts, or nuts I should say. And I put a washer in between and one on the top. These are all 13 millimeters, by the way. So there you go. This will work fine. I already test fitted it in here. So it's going to just go right in there. We'll have no problem. This was the other piece I mentioned before. It's called a rod coupler. And I actually had one. And what you could do with that is, you see it has 2 threaded sides. You could screw this in. Like that, then cut the bolt to size, and then screw it in like this. Oops. Yeah, and that'll extend it for you if you have to. I used I have better bolts over here. I'm just going to use those, the ones that I made. So yeah, so let me pull this seat out one last time. I want to clean it all up pretty good. I got to put the back piece on first before I bolt it down, because it's hard to, you have to bend the back of the padding into these things. There's metal straps that hold the foam in the seat covering all together. So there's 1, 2, there's one up here, and I'm missing one right here. It wasn't on when I took the seat apart, but that's where it's not there. I don't know. So let me clean this seat up a little bit, and then yeah, we'll install it and go from there. See how she's going. Alrighty, bye-bye. Alright, I'm feeling good here. We got this all buttoned up. Everything's bolted in. That one. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. It's a lot lower than the other one. That's for sure. Yeah, you can see the sides came up to about here on the other one. So we got a few inches here. Yeah, not bad at all. One thing, I could have trimmed this one just a little. Maybe I could have taken a ½ inch off the front of this. It's about here. But it is what it is. We'll see if it bothers me. Alright, so let's throw the seat in this thing and go from there. It should be a lot better. That's what I'm thinking right now. Alright, so hold on. We'll be back next with that. Bye. Alright, we're back. Let's take a look at it. Came out perfect. I already sat in it. A heck of a lot more room now. You can see how much lower it is compared to the other seat over there. I'm going to shut that light off, but it's a lot lower. And when you sit in it now, boom, you're right in. I'm not all squished up. My head doesn't feel like it's going to hit the windshield here. I mean, you got plenty of room here. Yeah, nice. So that's it. I just threw some new floor mats in. There we go. And that's it. Wasn't that difficult of a job. Let's start it up. Do a nice cold start. Yeah, so there we go. What I wanted to add last in this video is, whoever's following the project there, we got the dashboard in finally. We got the gauges working. We're good to go. Let me shut this light off here. There we go. Yeah, freaking great. My coolant temperature doesn't work. So I got a new upgraded sensor sitting right up there in that green box. But yeah, everything else works though. The volts work. oil temperature, all that works. Here's the volts. Oil pressure. So yeah, we're gonna end the video with that, and that's it. So that's how I made my seat lower in the C4 Corvette. It's not that hard to do if you know how to. If you play around with if you're always a person that plays around in their garage, you have fun working on stuff, you can do it easily. It's nothing really. It was kind of a pain in the neck fitting it in the end there. I made those two studs too short, or one stud anyways, but I didn't make it short. It was already, those are the ones that were in the car to begin with, that the original seat attached to. So yeah, I could have switched those out and put longer bolts in there, or studs, or did what I did, and either way it's pretty good. But yeah, in the end though, it definitely makes a hell of a big difference, and I highly recommend it. Anyone that's over 6 foot, definitely recommend it. Alrighty, so yeah, we'll leave it at that, and we'll see you guys later. Next episode will be I'm gonna get the coolant thing in, the front temperature sensor that runs to the dashboard here, and I gotta wire up the fan to make it run on a toggle switch. So that'll be on the next video. So yeah, we'll see it then. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.